Someone once said, if you build it, they will come. And in their numbers, the crowds did. Staffordshire turned out to watch a star-studded Legends field battle it out over 54 holes. Welcome to Day 2 highlights here at the JCB Championship in Uttoxeter, where a marker was laid down on Day 1 by South African James Kingston, shooting a new course record of 62.
Whenever I had a putt, I seemed to see the line and made a good stroke and it seemed to go in. Once I got going, I could feel I was in control of what I was doing. To be honest, it was a beautiful day.
Kingston's nearest competitor, Jeev Milka Singh, 2 shots back after an impressive round of 64, and a host of big names waiting to pounce on Day 2. And we'll get the action with Warren Humphrey sitting alongside me, and the crowds due back in.
And they'll be hoping that they watch shots like this. Gary Houston holding an unbelievable birdie putt at the 6th, his second of the day.
Paul Lawrie got off to a fast start as well. Here he is on the first green with a birdie attempt, and to go to 3 under.
Nice way for him to start, and for Legends Tour winner already this year, Richard Green, he will play a beautiful approach shot here to the 2nd. Very difficult pin to get at, but a great shot from Australia.
Wouldn't want to end up in a playoff with him, would you? Not a bad record so far this season. Well, here's someone he beat in a playoff, but our winner at Trevose, Paul Lawrie. The par 5 third, very eagleable for some of the longer players, providing they can avoid the water by the green.
Yeah, pretty difficult flag to get at today with the slope on the left-hand side, but it is playing downwind, so if players don't make 4 there, they feel they're giving a little bit of a shot away to the field.
There's Thongchai Jaidi. Hard to know how much trouble he's in, but this is his second shot at 2. Did you know he cooked dinner for the most of the field last night?
It was beautiful, a really tie affair for all the players, but it's that sort of atmosphere at the Legends Tour. It's very friendly. Well, off the course. On the course, Paul Lawrie trying to get this one to drop. The man always seems to have no luck on the greens, but he does win his fair share.
Tap-in birdie for him. Shall we have a look at the 3rd hole? Because it's been very popular for low scoring.
Yes, and it's a blind tee shot. If you can take on the bunkers down the left side, hit it over those with a touch of draw. Coming today downwind, it does set up this very testing second shot. You can see the trouble of the way to the right, the water. And everything slopes down from left to right. Paul McGinley aiming a long way left here. Pretty good club head speed, just over the 100 miles an hour mark. Not quite enough to carry out onto the fairway, so a bit of a mistake for the Irishman.
This is Thomas LeVay, 2-time winner on the Legends Tour last season, with his 3rd shot. This tricky pin position at 2.
Hello. Had eyes for the hole, didn't it? Very well played. I was having a word with him at the start of the week. He said he was playing absolutely awful, but his play so far wouldn't suggest that.
Well, McGinley with his 3rd shot, an approach shot to this tricky pin with the water below the green on this par 5 third. It's not bad, is it? Still got a chance at a birdie.
And who's avoided the water, Colin Montgomery.
Just.
Looks like he's standing in the penalty area. Little chip and run here up the bank. Well, Scott should be able to play a chip and run shot, and he has. Really excellent crowds here. Fantastic the way they are supporting this event.
By the way, that's Christina Kim, the LPGA player, caddying for John Daly there.
Now let's see if all that good food he served up last night can help Tong Chai hold this for his first birdie of the day. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you see,
Held my
always
breath.
helps. Just a little bit of good fortune. And they're enjoying that. I haven't seen Thomas Levy laugh so much on a golf course for a long time.
And the crowd went wild. John Daly here, back to the third. And that's quite a sizable birdie putt, but he was walking, wasn't he, before it had even finished. Wasn't quite mad about it.
I thought you were saying the pun there. Crowd going wild with the wild thing. Does look a bit of a wild thing, doesn't he, with that Father Christmas look that he has at the moment.
Certainly.
Crowds absolutely love it, though.
Okay, here's Colin Montgomery's attempt at a birdie after that fantastic chip and run back up the green. This will be fast. It was. All right, a par for Monty after being very nearly in the water at 3.
He needed that to get back to even par for the day, so just looking a little disgruntled. This will be an excellent 4 for McGinley. In trouble off the tee, played sensibly down the fairway, good approach shot. And cleans it up nicely, if it was via the side door. He's actually walking quite smartly at the moment. He's had knee problems for some time.
So a look at some of the movers from those players already out on the course. Paul Lawrie, as you can see, up to 5 under par. Time to move it forward a little bit. We'll go to John Daly at the 5th, the par 3. 3 over by this stage.
And a very tricky par 3, 199 yards, plays downhill. Pin cut in a little bowl, so pretty tricky to get at. That should pep him up.
Fist bumps all round for Team Daly. Thomas Levy with an attempt at 6 to knock a shot off. This birdie putt was his first of the day that we've made, and he would move to 3 under par.
Meanwhile, McGinley had this eagle putt at the 6th. And almost sneaking it in. 3 under par for his round through the first 6. Really good going.
And his playing partner, Colin Montgomery, will move forward to the 8th hole here. And this is, well, I can't even see where he's playing from. Just see the top of the pin. A very tough hole, this, playing all of its yardage. This is Montgomery's second shot, pretty much blind. And the crowd loved this. A birdie putt that would see him go back to 3 under par.
Thank you.
Now, shall we rejoin at the par 3 9th?
It's a delightful par 3 too, one of the prettiest on the course. Just a short iron for Monty. Pin a little bit further back in the green than it was yesterday. But not easy to get close, so that is an absolute humdinger. That should produce a smile for Colin.
A firm nod.
Well, maybe.
And a little grimace as well. Probably disappointed it didn't go in, actually. It was that close. John Daly then, can he go one better? Great talker to the ball, John Daly, I've noticed.
There's 2 superb shots. A lot of hang time with the approach into this green. Ball knocked high into the air, and it's a lot windier out there for the second day and cooler for the early starters as well. That gives you a good idea of what faces the players. Look at the crowd surrounding the green. Little push shot in for McGinley. Oh, and that is 3. Absolute superb shot, and a little unlucky that didn't go in for an ace. A lot of machinery on offer for a hole-in-one, mainly on the 17th. Now, I'm not so sure I would know what he'd do with a great big digger.
I'd love to win a digger. Here's Houston again. This is an eagle attempt for him at 12 with a broom putter.
A real mixed bag over the first 2 days for him. 2 eagles, 8 birdies, 11 bogeys and 15 pars for Gary Houston. A strange round, or a strange couple of rounds.
Well, we should head back to the 9th green where there's lots of jostling going on around the hole.
Well, let me just tap this one in. A little bit of ready golf for Paul McGinley. Always like to see that. A lot of appreciation by the crowd too as he moves to 5 under.
So he had the tap in. Colin Montgomery with 3-4 foot maybe.
Yeah, they've got to make 3 twos here, haven't they? Otherwise the crowd would be so disappointed. Nicely coaxed in. Well, that's 2 twos.
No pressure, John. He doesn't strike me as someone who feels pressure, really, John Daly. Would be nice to have 3 twos, though.
2-time major winner. On the Open Championship, the US PGA, one of a cluster of major champions playing this week, but he won't be pleased at missing that. Strange too. 2-time major winner, but not a Ryder Cup player.
Well, McGinley streaking up the leaderboard there to join Paul Lawrie on 5 under. You can see Montgomery and Jarmo Sandlin also coming to the party on day 2. Now this is Tong Chai Jaidi on the 9th.
Always such a chirpy character, Tong Chai. Just getting it over the top of the plateau, and that's an excellent shot as well.
And we'll pop forward to Paul McGinley at 11. There's another birdie attempt for him to go to 7 under.
It's one of the most beautiful holes on the course, the 11th. A little dogleg left to right. Played a superb pitch in. So very good birdie. So we go ahead to the 12th and have a look at this dangerous short par 4. Much harder to play today as it's into the breeze. Players requiring a driver off the tee.
Can't tell you how many players I saw get in trouble with 3 and 5 woods on this hole today.
Yes, the water, the penalty area away to the right, causing a lot of damage. Club head speed there for Monty, just over 100 miles an hour. Ball speed 150, but not enough to get him actually onto the green. Players been called up by the group ahead.
We'll catch up with Jaidi again on the 11th. Little brook to clear to make it onto the green there.
Yes, did make his birdie on the 9th, parred the 10th. After that lovely little pitch, perhaps he can birdie 11.
Now, having made their way down the hill, Colin Montgomery's got a respectable chip, but he's got to be a bit imaginative here, Warren.
Yeah, a little bit of drizzle too. You can see the spectators putting the umbrellas up, using the slope a long way left of the green, and that gives you an idea of the pace of the greens, even with this little bit of drizzle that's coming down now.
Fantastic shot there from Montgomery. Paul Lawrie in the hazard, in the sand, on 13.
Yeah, Lawrie was out in 34. Started back with a 6 on the 10th. So he needs this birdie to get his mojo back.
Both McGinley and Daly got in a bit of trouble on 12. This is McGinley after a drop.
You know, the overhanging branches I don't think are going to worry him here. He's trying to control the ball. Once it hits the green, it's pretty firm. Trying to use that slope that Colin used as well, but, well, not bad. Have a chance to rescue a par.
Daly found his ball. It looks like he's standing in the water. He actually isn't.
He's on the bank, and he's played an absolutely terrific shot too. Great touch, lovely soft hands there. Managing to get that through the grass and still control it.
Well, JD with a chance for a birdie after that fantastic approach shot on 11.
Using the flag or keeping it in, maybe trying to rattle it up there, but pulled it a little.
The par show for JD at the start of the back nine then. Now back to this group up ahead. A very sizable par putt this.
Downhill, very quick too. Got to be brave here, Paul. Does not want to be dropping a shot on this hole. Normally looking to pick a shot up, so just knocking back a shot. Such a successful player in Ryder Cups, a man who holed the winning putt, of course, at the Belfry and was captain at Glen Eagles. A dramatic win for the Europeans. How about that for a three for John Daly in the hazard with his tee shot, knocks it out and knocks it in.
Not how you'd want to play it, but it doesn't matter because the scorecard doesn't say how it happened. So of course a birdie chance as well for Colin Montgomery after that fantastic chip to go to 5 under this.
Yes, well done. He's missed a couple of shorties today, so he didn't want to miss that one as well.
And Montgomery making his way up the leaderboard as well to 5th. The leader James Kingston finally out on the course and picking up a birdie on his very first hole.
How about this for slope here for Paul Lawrie, just about getting on the edge of the green. Gravity doing the rest. He's still got a sizable putt to make.
This to finish 1 under overall and around a 71 for Lawrie.
Man who's capable of shooting a very low number on Sunday, so don't discount Lawrie.
This is a long birdie putt for McGinley after a quite extraordinary rescue from a near vertical line, a bank on 13 to go to 5 under. Not bad.
Well, since we last saw Colin Montgomery on the 12th, he's had a bit of misfortune, dropped 4 shots since then, and trouble here on the 18th. That's his 3rd shot coming up the hill. So not a happy finish for Colin, but that is a splendid shot and has every chance of saving his par.
McGinley also in trouble on the 18th, also took a drop with the help of one of the course referees. And this was his 3rd shot too.
It's a very tough finish today over the closing holes, some long holes, testing breeze right into the player's face. So not an easy finish over the last half dozen holes here.
This is the winner digger hole on the 17th, the iron green. This is Simon Khan, a debutant on the Legends Tour this season, just turned 50.
Former winner, of course, of the BMW PGA Championship. Fine player, Khan. How about that for a tee shot?
No digger though, no prize.
Really, for a birdie on the 18th. Be a nice way to finish out the round. Gave that a belt, didn't he? Boldness be my friend. It's always been his motto.
Sometimes it works. Well, this is Paul McGinley's par putt, and this would be a scrambling par for a fantastic round of 68 from the former Ryder Cup captain.
You never doubted it, did you?
I didn't.
That's a terrific round of golf in the circumstances for McGinley. Testing conditions out there today.
He did some serious scrambling.
Friday trying to make 2 here on 17. There've been scarce birdies on this par 3. Signature hole here really as it plays down to an island green.
And we'll finish off John Daly's round with more than a tap-in for par. And a round of 70 for him.
Yes, back at even par for the tournament. Let's see. Monty just clean this up. That's a brave 4 to finish with as well. So he's in the clubhouse at -1 for the championship. And handshakes all round. Simon Khan, we saw the splendid tee shot on 17. Yeah, a nice way for him to make a 2 here if he can. A little bit of a curling putt from right to left, and thank you very much.
I'd be happy with that. My goodness. I think I'd be happy just to make the green, actually, to be honest. And at this point, James Kingston halfway round, still leading by 4 shots to the rest of the fields.
You can see the man who is moving up the leaderboard, who produced the best round of the day, was 68-year-old Mark James. This was for his 8th birdie of the round. Didn't worry him too much. 7 birdies, 1 bogey, and a terrific round of 66 for the former Ryder Cup captain.
Jeev Milkha Singh, notable. A 3rd shot for him on 15. He shot 73, but is still very much in the mix at the top of the leaderboard after his 64 on the first day.
Man who shot 62 on day 1, James Kingston. Bit of a mixed bag for him today. 5 bogeys, 5 birdies and 1 double bogey in a round of 74. But I'm sure the brilliance will come back on Sunday.
Well, it's going to be a very close played thing. Here's the German Alex Cejka. He was the toast of day 2.
He found a pretty poor lie in the bunker on the front of the 18th. So needing a pretty good putt to hole to come back in 32. What, a round of 66.
Very good.
He was certainly up for the challenge. Looking very strong at the moment, Alex Cejka. Very determined in the way that he's playing.
And that sees Cejka with a 1-shot lead heading into the final day. 10 players within 4 shots of the lead. It's going to be an absolute bonanza.
I made some good putts today, even some for par, but I hit it solid. I hit a lot of fairways, you know, that gave me a lot of great shots into the pin. So I'm really pleased.
Tomorrow we'll bring you highlights of the final round at the JCB Golf and Country Club on this very channel. If you need more regular updates, go to our social media at EU Legends Tour and our website legendstour.com.